Hey guys, it's Wendy Sanford Green, your digital marketing queen here, and I'm going to keep this one short and sweet today because I cannot stop coughing and I don't want to cough all over you guys and cyberly give you COVID. And I'm joking, but I wanted to talk today just briefly about Google Premier partnerships. What they are, what that means, and why they're relevant to you as a small business or a medium-sized business. And basically, if you are a marketing company, a small marketing agency, something like that, they're relevant to you if you're bringing in a significant amount of clients and you're making sure that what you're doing for those clients isn't wasting their money and isn't wasting Google's efforts and impressions and things like that. So you want to have those very relevant scores on what you're putting together in terms of your pay-per-click campaigns and things like that. Now, if you're not a small to medium-sized marketing agency looking to me for those tips, and you are a small to medium-sized business that's looking to me for those tips because you're handling your marketing for yourself and need that insight, why is it relevant to you? Simply because at some point, I believe the scales tilt and you will realize that in order to continuously market the way you are, you're spending a substantial amount of time. And you can't, as much as I'd love you to, you can't continue to watch and tune in to Wendy every single day in order to get an idea of what to do as things change consistently with Google. So, what you may do at that point is look and say, I assign a monetary value to an hour of my time. I'm spending this amount of money, this amount of time. I'm losing this money, spending this amount of time. And I'd like to, serve my company better by putting that time as my resource into something else, even if it's my sanity. So at this point, I want to hire an internal marketing department. I want to outsource my marketing, whatever you prefer. If you want to bring somebody in, put them on payroll, insurance, the whole thing like that, look for somebody that way. If you're wanting to outsource your marketing to a company, then somebody like my national company, who is a premier partner with Google, with Microsoft, with Facebook, Instagram, is a crucial idea. So you want to always make sure you're asking your marketing companies that you're considering, are you partners? And why is that important? Simply put, I have an emergency room, a freestanding emergency room locally that is a client of mine. And when they first got here, they were up against insurmountable odds, it seemed. There were existing hospitals that everybody knew to go to. And so they had the highway signs with ER, medical facility, that sort of thing, pointing them, directing traffic, literally physically directing traffic to those ER's doors. And so our little freestanding ER tucked up behind the Bank of America, tucked up behind the McDonald's and the wash tub, wasn't even really well represented. I mean, nobody could find it. So they kept telling me, we need to make sure everybody out there in the community and our target market is moms with children, because they're typically the decision maker. 86% of the familial unit, when they're making a decision for whether or not to go to the ER, it's the mom that makes that decision. So it's really our target markets, that age group, with usually the 20 to 30 something, 20 to 40 something moms, and then with households with children, and private insurance, because a freestanding emergency room as of right now, and we're lobbying to change that, cannot take Medicaid and Medicare. So those that have private insurance, we need to market them, and we need to make sure that they know that at our ER, all of our doctors, we have a doctor staff 24/7, 365, they're board certified in emergency medicine. And they kept telling me that over and over again. And finally I said, I'm your demographic. I'm the mom. I have no idea why it's important that your doctors are board certified. I thought every doctor had to be board certified to be a doctor. And they're like, no. One of the doctors said, my dad has been a general practitioner for X number of years, and he doesn't keep up to date with the latest and the greatest and changes in medicine, modern medicine, what they've found and all of that. And so he's still writing that prescription for the same hardcore antibiotic for every sinus infection, thing like that walks in the door. Those are awful. And if you keep prescribing those over time, it can be harmful even. So there's so many things out there now that are better, that are less intense, less invasive, etc. And if you stay board certified and you keep up to date with that education, then you know that. And our doctors are. So that was something that was really important to me. And in some of the larger hospitals, the people that make rounds in the ER are not even emergency trained. They're not trained for emergency medicine. So that was huge. And why is that relevant to what I'm talking about now? Because when you're looking for a marketer, you need to find somebody that didn't get their degree in 2003 when there was no such thing as search engine optimization, and they could kind of piece together a website, but that was about the extent of it. You need to find a marketer that's staying up to date with all of the trends, all of the algorithm changes, everything out there that makes one person show up online. And to do that, that takes a significant amount of time. So at some point you have to look and say, I can tune into Wendy every day, but I don't have time to keep up with this forever, and I don't want to. And I see now that there's a substantial return on investment to hire somebody to do this marketing and have me totally dominating the digital landscape and showing up for the searches. And so at that point, when you're on this quest to find someone who can actually help your company dominate online, you need to look and ask certain questions. Is my doctor board certified in emergency medicine? Is my marketer a premier partner with those company or those organizations that I'm needing to be relevant on? So are they premier partners? Am I getting my hand in the bucket of the interests and targeting and the beta campaigns that they're running, everything, the incentives that they have there to bring me more leads through Google My Business, the incentives that they have there to get me a slightly better rate in terms of my keyword bidding and my relevancy scores. I've already got walk-in with credit because I'm working with a reputable company. So doing that is important. So if you're looking to outsource your marketing and bring somebody in that's going to report to you, et cetera, then definitely reach out to me. I would love to give you a full consult, look at what we could do and put together for you. If you're not local to me and you need somebody that's local to come in and work with you, still reach out to me. I can get you in touch with the right people with my company that can come in and help and be that face-to-face with you that you need. I'm sorry. And then in terms of just having that accountability with your marketing department, having those real talks about where everybody's going, knowing down to the second, 24/7, 365, you can see where your spend is going and what your ROI is, how it's benefiting you, and all of that is so crucial. So that's what I wanted to talk about today. That is what I wanted to kind of bring to you guys' attention. I know that we're talking about doing our own marketing here, but I did want to bring that to the forefront. And now in terms of your ERs in your town, give that freestanding a chance, especially if it's not a franchise, especially if it's a true local. Those doctors are usually right there in your community and give back so much. They work with every patient on their bill, and they need that help there, and they're doing their best to dominate and stay relevant out here locally, just like you are. So don't forget to give them a chance, and also make sure that you're always asking if your doctor is board certified. Okay, thanks guys. On that note, I'm going to leave you, and I'm going to cough into my pillow, and I hope you all have a great night. Bye.